You know, you frightened me. I was like, what is that sound? Oh, it's like a sound effect. Oh.
Nah, rhythm bad, man. Rhythm bad.
The rhythm. Yeah, man, it's nice. It's nice. I thought you were referring to what we are gonna talk about as vibes. I'm like, okay. All right. So welcome back to the Wake Up Call on Extreme 104.3, 88.5 FM. We've got Icon, DJ Lano, and yours truly, Crystal, to take you up to the 10 o'clock hour this morning. All right. So what time is it? It's now 20 minutes on to the 8 o'clock hour. Yeah, time is really fly fast when you're having fun. Sometimes when you're doing absolutely nothing, and it flies not fast enough when you are behind bars. Good morning. Good.
Or behind deadlines.
Or behind deadlines. Oh man, worst thing.
Yeah.
No, over the weekend, 7 families were reunited with 7 persons were reunited with their families over the weekend. So there was an exchange of prisoners here in SVG. Yes, man. Here in SVG between Venezuela and the United States of America.
Small scene.
A small scene, is it really?
Yeah, I mean, we equipped. They will not pick if we ain't equipped. So we more secure location, you know what I mean? We have the manpower and the tools and the necessary training and skill sets to handle those petty things, you know what I mean?
He calls it petty.
Yeah,
I think it's a pretty big deal.
Smart.
I think it's a pretty big deal. Here's why I think it's a pretty big deal. Okay, so let me tell you what happened first, right? On Saturday, Venezuela freed 7 Americans. Sorry, it should be 7 and 2, right? Freed 7 Americans, including 5 oil executives. This is coming from Reuters.com, by the way. In exchange for 2 relatives of Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro, jailed in the United States on drug convictions. Mm-hmm. Right? So it's 7 and 2, 9. Sorry, no, not 7 families, right?
9
in all.
Yeah.
Right. So the swap included executives of Citgo Petroleum held for years, in addition to U.S. Marine veteran Matthew Heath and another U.S. citizen named Osman Khan. What was he doing there?
Now, my thing is, right, with the names you call and the obvious relation to oil, you know what I mean? We should get a little cut as a country, you know, get a little link up to the companies, get a little bit of shares
Why?
to offset our gas prices here, our oil prices here.
I don't think that has
for
anything.
facilitating their freedom.
Oh, please. That has nothing to do with.
We have significantly contributed to their future.
How? But then you realize
They needed a spot. We provided.
They could have chosen somewhere else to go, though. And I don't think this is pretty serious, right? This is pretty serious to swap prisoners between Venezuela and the United States of America. You know, they don't really get along very well.
That's why they pick.
Right?
They know we're the peacekeepers.
So we're okay, the peacekeepers, the middleman,
capable,
right? Which actually is not so bad as some people make it out to be. Why are we gonna run in and say, well, you know what, you could give us this?
What do you mean?
We've already provided the platform. You guys do your stuff and go your way.
A little facilitation, your little facilitation.
Who?
Come on, man.
No, man. Then they wouldn't come back. They wouldn't come back to do. I don't think that's relevant in this this exchange of prisoners.
The answer will always be no until you ask, you know. You never know.
Man, you out of place to go ask people.
If I ask you see the gas prices them at the pump, Crystal?
But do you remember we already have agreements? We have a pretty good relationship with Venezuela. We also have a pretty good relationship with America.
So we could have got a better one.
Why we gonna try to just leave
sweeten
the
the pot, you know, we would have been deeper connected on a much deeper level, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? A little bit more intertwined.
We've got Petrocaribe. We've got Alba, Venezuela. Very good friends.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
What more do you need?
Lower prices at the pump. Lower prices.
We understand that is. We understand that is not as easy. You know, the 3 month rolling average thing and very long to explain that. It's not that easy. I don't see. Could you all see the link between gas prices and us facilitating an exchange of prisoners?
I mean, say what, here we're going on. We're helping all to get back some all executives, gas executives, whatever. You understand? We're providing safe accommodations for you to do the exchange. We don't have to worry about snipers from here, snipers from there. RSVGPF have it covered. You understand? And you have a good landing strip and everything where you don't have to worry about the safety of landing. You ain't do anything no shady place. You do anything paradise. Paradise.
Are they exploring paradise though?
The man them getting to see paradise. That is the welcome. That is the first. Like that when heaven gates open to them, they know the rest of their life free and good and nice.
You funny.
You understand?
You
So
funny.
here we're going on. Give you a little thing. It ain't hard. Give you a little thing. Or at least they could have said, well, here we're going on. You know? As you all are so facilitative, let me provide some grants to help nation development. You know what I mean? Something, man. Oh gosh, man. Just
Something else. We've got vaccines from America. We have gotten vaccines from other countries. What more do you
Exactly.
want? I don't think this was the right time to be asking for them kind of things there. I mean, this is, like I said, it's a big deal between the US and Venezuela. They just are allowing Venezuela to trade oil on the international market a little bit more.
Yeah, so I Vince again leave out, but we
We're not getting
facilitated
left
things.
out. We're not getting left out.
I feel like we get used. I feel we could
think
get more.
so.
I wanna know what we get. What did we get?
Do we always have to get something though?
No, but for something like this, okay, next thing, okay.
That's what you call. Oh my gosh.
Worst case scenario, the information it leak. And then again, you see how they make it public now?
What information? This was out since the 1st of October, 23rd.
But I was saying, but what if the information did leak and somebody did try something stupid? Vincent Chan lives might have been at risk. You never know what could happen.
Maybe that's why it happened in the Grenadines and not on the Milan.
But Vincent Chan lives would still be at risk. Life and limb.
I don't see it. It's not like you're trying to like blackmail having to give it us stuff.
I just trying to look out for we best interest, man. Come on,
But
man.
there's not everything that you give, you have to get something back.
I understand that, but unless you
Not
ask, you even know the answer.
Yeah, but it's not everything that you give, they have to get something back. And I think it's pretty cool that we are able to be smack in the middle of both countries. Like we're the peacekeepers, as you said. I mean, that's pretty cool. And we so tiny. It's such a tiny island.
Little but
And these massive countries like come down to us to have a prisoner swap.
Yeah, so give me something.
Is that pretty cool?
Help we develop tuna, man.
Oh, and by the way, right, help us to develop.
Yeah, why not? We have a lot
Why
going on.
y'all don't make them kind of requests here, the big requests? You requesting from Venezuela. Why don't make them a kind of request from the UK?
So the US is not making
Them is
country?
them no. What did the US do to our to hamper our development?
Do you remember Dole and Banana?
Dole, no.
Okay.
I know the brand.
You
Dole, but I
remember
don't.
Dole, Lano? You remember Dole? Well,
I don't remember Dole. We just born.
It was a conspiracy theory that one of the reasons why WIPDECO and such organizations basically fell off is because of the rise of Dole bananas. They started implementing strategies to get cheap labor in South America.
Right.
And they basically maintain a certain quality by using ingenuity like stuff like zip lines and so forth in the fields and other means of transport to create more quality control. So they basically got us out of the banana industry in a sense, you know. You understand? By competing directly. And the person who was responsible for Dole Banana was one of the famous politicians, Bob Dole's actual relatives. You understand? So if you look at it, it's American.
Yeah, but you realize that business is business, right? And if you want to have a successful business, you would make sure that you can, if you want to dominate the market, you would make sure that you can remain competitive.
Exactly.
So if they can get, if the consumer wants prettier bananas and they can get prettier bananas cheaper, faster, that can stay on the shelf longer.
I invest with
You
them.
don't think exactly. So it just comes with what do you call it? Capitalism.
So that was our time
It comes
to
with
get
the
some back.
territory. I mean, look. No, not so. That's not how it's done. That is not how it's done. That's not how it's done.
What you mean?
I mean, look at St. Lucia getting back onto the UK market, and that just happened recently. But they had to go through years of being knocked off.
Understood. But what I'm saying is, how many things would we continue to facilitate without getting anything back for the country.
It's not everything you have to get something back for.
No, but at least try to get something back. See if they are willing.
So we're gonna ask them for what they're already giving us.
No, ask them for something else. We need bridge for out OTI. No?
It's not, we do not need correction there. Correction.
We need
We do not need Bailey bridges are being constructed.
We need other bridges elsewhere out there
Just
too.
to clarify.
Yeah. You respond there, Brett. I talking brief. We need things. Give we things. You're using our land to do your exchanges. Give we things now, man.
Somebody said he'll do their boat next time. Say all the time. Oh, that's in Vinci. See, Vinci talk too much. Very sad.
We just relaying the story.
So how long will that take?
Vinci in general,
No. Oh my goodness me. Oh Lord. Yeah, I don't think some of the talk. Oh come on, man, people. Come on.
Man, we should get back things. That's what I'm saying. I find we just give a lot for a small country and we hardly get back. You know, based on
Name the a lot we give.
Look at down what you call it down there with the quarry.
There we go.
There's a lot we giving, you know. We're giving the health of our population in North Leeward. You understand? We're giving our environment because we cannot estimate how much damage will be done by
But
the time
we get back a little something though.
a little something.
Annual
Guys,
fee.
It ain't sufficient.
Yeah, $2 a ton.
Yeah.
What's that one?
It's one of the vibes that we have to definitely think about, man. You know, balancing ourselves and getting things into proper perspective to see that we're not getting used or getting the least of things when we do deals, man.
Do you understand how difficult it is to balance when you are the one in greater need? You are the one who's disadvantaged. The fact that we are one smaller, the economy is smaller. We are a small island developing nation. These countries' economies exponentially.
But they needed our soil
Greater.
to do the exchange.
Okay, so
They needed us.
they could have gone somewhere else and said forget about
But they
you.
didn't.
They didn't. For whatever reason,
this was
they
the
chose
best
us.
location.
So right, so just satisfied with what we already getting from the two countries, and then we just continue with the good relationship that we have with everybody.
I hope we get landing fees.
Duh.
I hope we
Everything
get
is
some
supposed
proper
to get.
landing
You're
fees.
greedy.
And the landing fees them for them kind of situations should be different too. Because it's a little more tedious and a little more technical. We're talking about, you know, people
they had to bring the whole police force. Well, not the whole police force, but they had to bring.
logistically it is a
police
strain. You understand? Come on, man, give me something.
I wonder if they had snipers and thing there too, boy.
Crystal going easy, you know, because I don't know what happened to Crystal.
Because we're everybody's friend.
Like you done rich now? Vince, your side of Vinci rich?
My side, I wish. When you say my side, you mean East St. George?
No, well, wherever you,
Listen,
because
John,
I don't
I'm
understand how you ain't want things and people using our resources. That's a resource, man. Come on.
Facilitate, we don't get something already. You want more. You greedy. I'm justifiable. I'm realistic. You greedy.
I ain't greedy, man.
You greedy. Lano is show. Hey, now we're gonna stick a pin on this one here. It's 7 minutes onto the 8 o'clock hour. We've got the final ad break of the hour. A little bit of music as we head on up to the top. Let me say good morning to Joycelyn. Good morning, Joshua. Good morning, Big Bad Chat. Big up to the Extreme family. Big up to Velma. Phone ringing. Hello, good morning. Last one.
Hey, big up to Cleo. Shout out to everybody linked up on StreamYard. Remember, we're on Facebook.
Hold on. Hello, good morning. Sorry.
Yeah, morning.
Yes, sir.
I can.
Yes, please.
Yeah, morning, everybody. Crystal.
Morning. What's up?
If you are to invest 100 million in any country, what are the deals you're going to look for? Negotiation. Where are you going to step
Well,
to benefit on your behalf?
now here we're going on. As an investor, you're looking to get the most for your investment, right?
Yeah.
But
So that one point you don't answer from where you been stating, eh? Okay, then go.
So, all right, as an investor, you ask him as an investor. Now, as an investor, I'm looking for the most for my money. You understand? But as a government, I had to look for the most of my country.
He didn't ask you as a government. He asked you as an investor. Answer the man question.
I was answering from the perspective in the situation with the prisoner
That
exchange
was
from
answering.
a
He asked
country.
you a question. No. So you answer the question and done. You have another question for ICAD?
Not really. No.
You
Oh.
can't ask me to switch perspectives when
I know logging on.
Okay.
I know hitting in from the station. I'll be kind of busy.
All right.
This morning I listen concerning the roads and things, which I agree with most of the points you raised.
Mm-hmm.
But again, when it comes to housing and what's not, I know a couple of years back on the leeward side, Planet had stopped some people. And they start crying out, oh, they're wicked, they know what people live, people want something to live. But the same area of planning had told them not to build, get washed away. And the same people now, they bawling, oh, we want help, this and that. But in the first case, when it's 20, 40, 50, 60,000 dollars they used to build it, which planning already told you not to build there. And so you see something when planning come in and then tell you, well, they'll build it because such and such and such. It's not that they know why people live hard, they know why poor people make it as how we exploiting it. Them is the export, them dealing with the soil, they know about soil erosion, they know about this, they know about that. So you know how to put in perspective, boy. If I go in the next 10 years or 5 years, might have flood, it might wash away, bank might fall off, house might slip and all, you have to look into all them things. But normally, we're seeing in Vinci, most people build houses without planning.
Mm-hmm. Without going through the correct
And
channels.
that ain't really good at all.
No.
Yes, people want a place to live is right, and then with the roads in Vinci for me, I mean, yes, maintenance different, but what we talk about, like, widening a road, boy, that's really impossible in Vinci right now. Come most of the land.
Boundary with the road. And they didn't leave no space for expansion.
Right. So,
But
It's a good point.
they could start laying down them rules now, going forward, because there's a lot of development still taking place. There are new areas that people are trying to settle in.
Areas. And then here is a point with the bananas, which is true in our way, car. I be watching a thing the other day. Can't remember exactly which country. And you watching banana field from here go all of prospect.
Mm-hmm.
That like almost all of Vinci farmers them land with bananas.
Mm-hmm.
So we can't really the competition, we couldn't stick up to the competition. They say they use like zip line, because they have the bunches them on a line.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Which means faster production.
I think we could have keep up with that business day.
Yep.
Because you watching a banana field from here to prospect flat land.
Yeah. But the thing is too, they didn't just use the available technology to upgrade, That's not the only thing they did. They actually cut their costs for the product.
Right.
So that is what pushed us out the market eventually. It's not that we didn't have good quality,
Yeah.
The quality was on par basically, but
and then the time span too.
the time
So we
span.
take like what, 2 weeks, 3 weeks to reach UK?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
So those are the things that actually put us out. But they actually did a lot of cuts in order to facilitate that.
Why do you think they would do that?
To come to gain the market advantage.
Exactly. I can't get them wrong for doing business
But
like business supposed to be
I
done.
never said I
But
gave
now
them wrong,
you asking them that they should pay for that. But it's business is business.
I never said they should pay for that. I'm saying, you ask me, based on what going on with the prisoner swap, what has the US ever done? You understand? And you say,
well, we don't only use like connecting flight to Vinci from Venezuela and then fed out.
I don't know the nitty-gritties. I don't know. I can't the nitty-gritties. I don't know.
The headline, but the headline didn't really give much.
Exactly.
Well, it just says
Didn't
that.
really give much of it. Let's say prison swap in the Caribbean island of St. Vincent and again, but they didn't really give much info.
Well, it depends on which article you read. Some of the articles would give you a backstory on the prisoners themselves and how long they were in prison for.
but if you check it out, brother, am I wrong to say we could ask for a little something?
No.
Exactly. That's all I say, Because we facilitating something that could be potentially dangerous on our soil.
But then again, too, when you watch the relationship between Vinci and Venezuela, I mean, they does help you a lot too.
I ain't say we asked in Venezuela, My thing was more to nudge the US. You check what I say?
They attack one and leave one.
Because no, we already getting things from Venezuela. You
So
understand? On a level.
why didn't you specify that in the beginning?
You didn't allow me to.
I didn't allow you. I had ample
You
time.
started asking me all kind of different questions and this and that, and I keep telling you different things to answer your questions.
Yeah, so I'll explain, so we go keep in touch.
All right,
no,
thank
no.
you so
Respect.
much. Okay, so there we go because it's 8 o'clock already. Let's go to the top of the hour, the ad break, and then the top of the hour. All right, thank you so much for joining the live as well. Let's head on out.
You're up with the wake up call on X104.3 FM. Rush. This Independence Day. Rush. Experience the ultimate adrenaline rush. Thursday.